So for today's primary workout, what I'm going to be doing is a bird dog variation, something I like. It hits your obliques quite a bit, so it's nice. It's always nice to hit multiple muscles if you're just trying to get overall strength. I mean, if you're going for hypertrophy, targeting a muscle group is, you're probably going to get bigger faster. But when it comes to like overall strength and that kind of thing, like compound movements, making your whole body work as one unit is also nice. So I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. And by the way, I mean, typically I choose one, like I'll do pull-ups. I'll do push-pull legs is my thing. I might switch around like legs and pull just because of the way it works. But I might do pull-ups the next time around. But this time around, I'm going to go with my bird dog variation. It hits your rhomboids, your lats, your scapularies. It's a really good workout. And your upper traps, the way I do it, that hits my upper traps more than my lower traps, which I'll hit that the next time around when I do pull-ups in 3 days from now. Because I don't really take days off unless I really hurt, and then I might take a day off. But for the most part, you can do all these things. So I'll just do, let's say I'll start with just to make sure my form is good. And if you were going to try to do something like this, I don't know, it's on you. But when I do it, I try to my brace arm, and then there's my brace leg are opposing. So when I pick the weight up, I also want to flex my glutes to pick up my leg. Your glute is the largest muscle in your body. Gluteus maximus, named after the famed emperor who turned gladiator. So I like to get a good stretch in. That's why I set it down low. And this is just a backpack that has a whole bunch of weights in it. I mean, it could be styrofoam for all you know. So what I'm going to do is try to keep a neutral neck posture, kind of like a double chin. I don't want to overextend my leg, but I just want to keep it, I try to make my back and leg as flat as possible, and I'll go through these nice stretched workout. Now I'll go ahead and throw in the rest of my leg to make it actually work out. Doesn't really matter how much you pick up, as long as you can't do 30 of them. Guys, it's a bird. Don't bark at the birds. Okay. I didn't keep track of that side, but I'm guessing 22, 23 maybe. Okay. We got some Kenyan toadies feeding on some birdseed. Fun to watch. And there's a Woodhouse's scrub jay flying around. That's also cool. Whew. My supporting leg and trying to put a little bit of energy in the blade of my foot, kind of the ball of the pinky toe. You have 5 toes, and you're meant to use them as like, you don't use one leg of a table. For some people, strike their heel and ball of their big toe, and that's it. But you have 5 other toes. It's kind of important. It's something called a collapsed arch. It can cause knee pain, knee weakness, knee valgus. That can be one of the many causes of knee valgus. The other might be underactive glutes. Okay. I like to take a little extra time. Typically, I don't want to do more than a minute. I push it pretty good. You want to make sure, like I make sure that my handle's good, whatever I'm picking up. Try to keep my feet out from under it if there's any question about it. Again, it doesn't really matter how much you pick up, as long as you challenge yourself by the time you get to 30 reps. I take a little extra time because I like to alternate which side I start with, because, you know, it's kind of a whole body workout. And I want both sides to be equally strong. All right. So I'm going back to the left side again, keeping my posture good. Get a good stretch in there. Grip on that. Up. If you want to challenge yourself, do an eccentric motion, slow. Faster on the uptake, slow on the down. So this would be concentric, eccentric. You could even say it as you do it. Concentric, eccentric. Couldn't do as many. Perfect. And remember, you're challenging yourself. Don't try to compare yourself to other people. Just try to do a little better than you did the day before. When you start comparing yourself to other people, you're not doing anything mentally good for yourself. You want to compare yourself to where you were yesterday. Add a little bit of weight. Count slower on the eccentric and jump a little bit higher. But, you know, challenge yourself. I think I did 9. I don't know. You should probably keep track, but I just kind of go until I get tired. So. Again, nice stretch. Full range of motion. Just watch it. The Say's Phoebe, I think it is. Say's Phoebe. It's a slightly orange chest, but it's still the Phoebe family. Ooh, nice. I love doing these. Again, you're trying to squeeze your glutes when you're in these postures, when you stand up, when you're hiking, when you're walking. Try to put some energy on the heel. Stop it, they're a bird. Try to put energy in your heel. That's a good external cue to kind of get your body putting energy over your heel, which activates your glutes. There's really not very many mechanoreceptors in your glutes, so it's like this weird mind-body connection that people have a hard time obtaining because it's just, there's not as many mechanoreceptors there. And the irony is it's your largest muscle in the body because it's trying to keep your body upright. That's the muscle to keep your body upright. That's why we have bigger butts than gorillas. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds good. You also have the gluteus minimus, gluteus medius, which is like, remember the emperor I was talking about, gluteus maximus. Those were his two younger siblings. They just didn't amount to much. But those ones are for a different day. But those are usually underactive. I mean, even their names imply it. Okay, anyway. Let's get back to it. Again, a little bit of energy. I'm gonna double check my Rolodex, go through the thing. Okay, I feel like my leg's pretty straight. Flexing my glute. Putting a little energy in the heel of my stationary foot. A little bit of energy out to this blade of it, where the pinky toe is. Nice stretch here. Up. So if you got a backpack or something, whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it safely. I'm sure the backpack is not rated for what I'm using it for. I got about, I think it was like 55 pounds in the bag, if I remember right. And then the other ones, it's like 27, so that's roughly 200 pounds. I'm just kidding. But I don't really know, I don't really care, but it is challenging me. The other ones are 27, so I think we're roughly looking at it's around 80 pounds. It's not that much, but it's not that little either, so. On to the next side. And whenever you're going through your exercise, you want to find out how to do the exercise properly. And then while you're doing it, kind of make a checklist to touch base on. Mine is kind of haphazard, but you could do it like a much more uniform way. It's like, start with your feet, knees, hips, shoulders, head, Mine, I don't know why, but sometimes I'll just kind of jump around. Make sure my butt is flexed. Make sure I'm over my heel, blade my foot, that kind of thing. Comes the Woodhouse with Scrub J. So don't get discouraged either. If you slip up, whatever. You miss a day, work out a little bit harder the next time. Don't replace leg day or something. You want to take up from where you left off. Find, especially like if it works all the muscle groups you want to work, don't do exercises you don't enjoy. Find an exercise you enjoy, even if it's a little bit more than the other one. Remember, all this stuff is going to be type 2. for me it's not anymore, but it used to be kind of a type 2 fun. But then after a while, it starts becoming more second nature. And then you start missing it when you don't feel sore. So it pushes you a little more next time around. Personally, I like warm-ups that I really enjoy, and cool downs as well. So we're going to do this again. Was cooler a little bit ago. Definitely getting my heat going on. Oops. All right. Whew. I love working out. It's so much fun. One of these exercises I'm going to go over probably tomorrow. I'm going to talk more about it. When you pick up a heavy weight, you want to flex outward with your stomach more than inward. It's counterintuitive what you've probably been taught, but you expand outward a little bit. I could take a deep breath in, breathe through your stomach. There's a few reasons for that. I'll talk about that at a different time. I'm not going to get too much into that. Diet and nutrition, extremely important. I mean, it's not 80% diet or 80% exercise. It's 100% diet, 100% exercise. There are two different spectrums that you have to touch base in. Good meats, good proteins, or amino acids. Want to make sure you get all your amino acids, the essential ones. Supposedly quinoa, eggs is really good if you're like a vegetarian but don't eat meat per se. But you do eat eggs or whey. Whey protein is good. Script J. bumblebee crowned kinglet. Maybe I'll take a little video of the birds in case you're interested in them. I like them. So we're talking diet again, high fiber. Fiber bonds to, like not all of them, but it'll bond to some carbs. It'll bond to fats, pull it out of your body. Also, you have to look at, I guess it's been shown to bond a little bit to protein. So like for protein, like an essential, full essential amino acid, you want to make sure that you get, you know, like 0.7, let's say, of your body weight per gram. So I only weigh about 190. So that means I need about what would that be? About 150, you know, probably a little less, but I actually shoot for 150. I like to go a little bit high. But that being said, make your plate colorful. You know, like cabbage, broccoli, you know, stuff that you don't want to go on a first date with. But, you know, you get odds of getting a first date if you eat these stuff on days that you're not dating. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna do one more set each side, and then I'm gonna move on to some other stuff. And if you're a woman, you can still do the same thing I'm doing and not worry so much about getting bulky or anything like that. It's really difficult to gain muscle. Otherwise, a lot more people would do it. And you could also hit for a higher reps. So I'm, at this point, hitting kind of a lower rep, which is fine, because I'm trying to work on just overall strength. But if you're going for more like tone, then you'd want to hit at a higher rep range. And then as you can't do as many, you just drop weight. And then keep hitting, trying for that around 30. You still want a little hypertrophy though. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of muscle, you know? So hopefully you're ready to move on to the next thing like I am. I'm gonna go ahead and do some, just a couple of different types of curls, also compound curls. So let's go ahead.